Space Invaders, welcome back to this week's NA 8-man event. Today I am joined by BlastRites. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thank you very much. Nice to be somewhat a little cooler this evening over here in the UK at the minute. Currently experiencing a little bit of a heat wave, so it's been exceptionally warm today, but no, not bad now. Ready for some action, that's for certain.
Absolutely.
Hopefully living up to the standard of earlier's EU event as well. Was quite a good one, that's for certain. And just as we come in now, we are looking towards the heli. As you can see, there's a base primed and ready for it. It'll only be a matter of time, I imagine, before they take it. Very
I don't
weird.
even know what to say about this.
Yeah, it's a very, very weird setting for Paddy. It looks like they have potentially disregarded the old base there to the right. And as you can see here, looking in, still a very, very, very unfinished and rough product at the minute. I was saying beforehand that maybe they were primed and ready to take heli. I think I may have spoken a little bit too soon on that one, that's for certain. As you can see, heli now charging in towards land from quite a way out. Just doing its thing. But it'll be interesting to see if Paddy do in fact take heli. Of course, gaining those early points by taking it down and looting the crates, it does in fact always help. You do have a base there in S15 as well, which could provide a little bit of contest. As you can see at the minute, you've got Big fighting with Osa. You can see here, you've got losers, Ukraine Warrior, Mango, Mr. I you pronounce that I think that's the only way I can try and pronounce that, to be brutally honest with you. As you can see though,
Just call him Mister.
Yeah, that's it. Just refer to him as from this point forward. As you can see though, he's putting some fire down. You can see there, he gets dropped. And this himself manages to trade him off. Paddy did not in fact take heli. That's flying straight over now. And it does look like it's beginning to shoot as well.
Yeah, it's making its turn, maybe? Or is it engaged somewhere else?
Oh no, yeah, it seems like it's being taken. Oh no, it is being taken by Paddy. And they are all dead at this moment in time. Which is
Looks like Ellie took Patty rather than the other way around.
Most certainly, yeah. You can see there you've got losers putting down fire now and getting his walls down. Trying to put down some early damage on the heli.
Well, I think them being as close to Patty as they are, I believe bigLOSERS would probably go after them almost immediately. Just so they can see that that base is unfinished.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's that sort of mindset that we see in this competitive tournament that we have, where, as soon as you see the weak targets, like anything really, you just go for it as soon as you possibly can. Just like, I suppose it's that animal hunt sense, isn't it, really? And obviously it's exaggerated a bit in this sort of context by the competitive spirit. As you can see, though, Paddy seems to be having a really rough time at this moment in time.
Are they still building up the... Oh no, that's the new base.
Yeah, it would appear so. I'm assuming that they've disregarded this one almost entirely. Doesn't seem to be any doors on it as such. Oh no, there is. Paddy does get slotted there, and that's a double kill as well at this moment in time.
And bigLOSERS is Deathwingua, Mango, UK Warrior. I mean, this is a really good team. So they will definitely control this.
Yeah, I'm going to say, as you can see at the moment, really starting to get to work with Paddy. Kind of boxed at this moment in time. It's not looking brilliant for them, that's for certain. However, of course, there can be turning points in things like this. We do see it all the time, where underdogs do come out on top, but at least for now, yeah, Paddy seemed to be struggling just to a single player.
At that point, I mean, like, I see that they decided to scuff that base, the first base, but I mean, with how much time they spent on that and having to build this other one, I mean, you just make do with what you have rather than going and trying to make another base at that point. It's just not a very good idea.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it, really? I mean, people have their ideas of perfection, don't they, in certain situations like this, but I'm completely in agreement with you. I think, starting again probably wasn't the best move. Obviously now it's left them with quite an exposed and open base. As you can see now, losers really starting to make short work and getting involved. And just go down though. However, it is a trade.
Know where TC is. Now they just has to cover these bags, kill everybody that respawns, and you got your first TC whenever raid targets happen. Oh.
Yeah, that's it. and it's an interesting one to note as well. You know, doors are open. Doesn't really look to be any sort of team structure, at least from Paddy at the moment. And as you can see there, Erina just holding down the bags, as you said, getting those PvP points from killing the ones on entry. Obviously, you don't get points if they are naked. But you can see now Jellin running over as well, looking at those boxes. Does appear to be some bags outside, so there is potential for respawns elsewhere. However, you know, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. As you can see
Yeah, I also wonder if in the original base, if they still have loot, all their loot. I mean, I see that they moved some of the loot over, but if there's boxes over there that they haven't finished sending over, I mean, that could also help them in their raid of these guys.
yeah, that's it. As you can see, Paddy really, really struggling now. Is completely dominating. As you can see, Erin and Mikasa just really, really going to work now. You can see Jellin's here to provide that little bit of backup potentially. They're going to want to hold that as long as they can. I'm
Absolutely.
sure they'll be relaying the situation to the team. Back over at Helido, again, big losers, a name I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot in this event, that's for certain. They seem to be dominating at the moment. You know, obviously they have Heli under control. They also have Paddy's base under control, so it's really not looking good. As you can see as well, you know, big losers, you know, just going back to that dominant phase. They are ahead, 48 points at this moment in time. Second place down on 20. So obviously, you know, the gap between them is pretty large at this moment in time. And those heli crates, I'm sure, will boost them even further.
Yes, getting all those heli crates on top of the PvP because Paddy keeps coming back. So it's easy kill points that they're getting. It's really, I mean, it's great for those guys. Not so good for Paddy, but it's good for the big losers.
Yeah, I'm going to say they seem to be doing pretty well with it. I think Paddy, knowing the situation that they've now put themselves in, they're panicking a little bit. You know, starting to panic, pick up guns off the floor. They need to remember that as soon as you pick up a gun, that's it. You're eligible for a kill point. Obviously, naked kills don't count, but as soon as that gun goes into the hand, you can see Ukraine Warrior there and Mango holding Osa inside the base.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the big losers, especially with how open Paddy's base is for them to also maybe pick on these guys as well, since they haven't quite finished their base either. So maybe do like a dual raid, since they don't need to use any boom really to get over in Paddy's base.
Yeah, gonna say I think that's a pretty good shout. I shouldn't see why that would be, you know, at the back of anyone's mind, especially for big losers. You know, they're a well-enabled team, as we've mentioned already, and as you can see, Osa are now becoming the next target. They do have some turrets down though, although they are off at the minute, which could be handy. Obviously, this is going to require a lot more boom than Paddy's zero boom base. But it'll be interesting to see just exactly what Osa can do the minute Ukraine Warrior really starting to put down some fire.
Yeah, keep him from finishing that roof.
That's it, yeah. And you got Mango here holding the gap in the door. Seems to be taking fire from somewhere. Patrol heli inbound. As you can see, you've got Witex on the other side now putting down some fire as well. Just managing to pinch this base from both sides at this minute.
Oh.
Doing a really,
yeah, big losers is up to 73 points already. I mean, that's tremendous in the attack phase.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, they've clearly got the heli crates. They're using their PvP skills to, you know, benefit them. And they are towering at this moment in time. 75 points, as we mentioned. And we pull up in second place with 29. So quite the gap that needs closing. As you can see here, though, as you can see, you've got heli coming back inbound. Potentially another chance for another base to reap the rewards. As you can see there, you've
Looks
got
like Kanava.
yeah, definitely. And as you can see, they've got a much more substantial base to deal with heli other than Paddy, which is, you know, nice to see. Must be noted as well, though, you know, We Pull Up did in fact win EU earlier. So, you know, we know obviously that they are a pretty handy team. Clearly very, very enabled when it comes to both PvP and raiding. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform. Obviously, we did mention the gap between first and second at this minute in time, but you know it is a marathon, not a sprint. So it'll be interesting to see if bigLOSERS can keep it up, or whether they will slow down a little bit as time progresses. See at the minute, heli just coming inland now. Starting to hear it from Kanava's base. And they're looking primed and ready. Doors already opening. Everyone's getting to their positions to deal with this.
And I don't think there are any other bases around to contend with this. I don't see any other players either, so this should be theirs an easy take.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And there you go. First shots begin. As for now, you can see heli's taking a significant amount of damage. Does seem like one person's taking it solo at the minute, which is interesting to see. Having said that, he's not really needing too much resistance. He's doing a very good job.
Yeah, looks like somebody else is also shooting from the shooting floor, so... Ooh.
Going in. Managed to
And
survive
it's not a bad idea to go out and take them from outside, because then you don't have to worry about it damaging your base.
Look at that. Look at that. That is perfect. That is exactly what Kanava wanted. You know, they've managed to take down heli, and also they're going to be able to secure those crates in relative peace, I imagine. Obviously, they are
Absolutely.
out of the way a little bit, but I mean, you know, with crates landing in your compound like that, it's really a good gift.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Not on scoreboard, Kanava. Nice to see that Paddy are actually doing better than them, at least for now. Obviously, you know, with Kanava being set out of the way, those PvP points from early doors are going to be a little bit of a, you know, rarity. But no, at least for now, these crates should boost them quite the way up as well. You know.
Yeah, it's 3 points per crate, and usually it drops 4 to 5. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So it'll
Yep.
be interesting to see. They'll be bumped up towards 9th.
Yeah. A nice uncontested about 15 points, so that'll be good for them.
Most certainly will, yeah. As you can see here, we've got 2 other teams fighting now. Does it seem like, at least this moment in time, they all seem to be trying to defend from the oncoming onslaught of MVP.
Of that white coming in behind them as well, and I think I saw a big loser in the area too, so should be a lot of PvP in this area.
Yeah, I imagine bigLOSERS are going to be roaming everywhere today, really starting to put in the hurt on some teams.
So we have Jamie in chat saying Kaz and Blast are my faves by far. Cubby is a close second. Cubby would be higher, but he don't play games with me no more.
Who was it that said that, sorry?
Jamie254.
Jamie. You know the offer is always there, my good sir. I'll take close second though, that's fine. Busy boy now, Jamie, you see. I've got stuff to be doing. No time for playing games, unless it's Fall Guys, for a quick little 5-minute break.
That guy's resting very comfy on his animal skin rug.
Seems to be enjoying himself.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was one of bigLOSERS, which is, a neighbor as well, so.
Yeah, it does appear that way, which is going to be a little bit worrying for all the other people in the area. Obviously, you know, I say it week in, week out, you never want to be seen as one of the weakest on base invaders, but marking yourself, you know, as first, especially with such a substantial lead from early, is always a risk as well, because, you know, you risk other teams, you know, coming to raid and then someone third party in, and, you know, it can get pretty hectic pretty quick. But, I mean,
Absolutely.
they do have the intimidation factor on their side.
Yeah, and Lul's base is, I mean, pretty complete. I didn't see any more construction going on, so I think they're just finishing up their stuff, and the action is still going on down there with not MVP.
And you can see that white as well, just finishing off, upgrading the final parts to HQM. Quick meander back to the PvP hotspot between LOL and MVP.
The tight squeeze between that gate.
Well, certainly is. I mean, I've heard of an airlock, but that is a new one for definite.
I think they might be keeping it open for the error they made in the gate, but I could be wrong. That's just a very odd one.
So you can see at the minute, you know, LOL do seem to be doing okay. They're currently in 5th with 24. Not MVP though, in 3rd with 46. So clearly outplaying at this moment in time. Top player 1, raining down fire. Also being shot at. And you've got that white. See Poppy there, peeking over, doing what we all love in Rust, which is roof camping. Everyone loves a good roof camper.
Usually the opposite, but yes.
It's what makes the game the game.
Yep. So they still have to place their beds and boxes, but their base looks pretty much done.
I'm gonna say it's looking pretty strong. To be fair, quite a few of the bases we've seen so far have been looking pretty substantial. Obviously, Paddy's being the exception.
Yes.
You can see here, not MVP really starting to put the work in on LOL. We've got Snatch on the roof, raining down fire, but also being poked a little bit. Gets taken down to 87 HP there.
Yeah. So it looks like Kanava did make it on the leaderboard. They're 11th with 17 points, so they got the 15, and then they must have found 2 people to kill.
Very
It's like,
nice.
good job, guys.
Yep, they managed it. They managed it. Nice to see though. There's quite a lot of action early doors, that's for certain.
Yeah, looks like Santa is over here. It just took Bradley. Now they're just waiting for the fires to go out to get those points as well.
That's it. And again, it's going to give them those well-needed resources and probably a bit of boom as well, which will be nice for the team that manages to claim. Would move them up into 4th if my maths is correct, which is, you know, obviously a pretty big step for them. As I mentioned, you don't want to be seen as weakest, but also not highest. I think 4th is a pretty good spot to hold.
Okay, they activated the crate as well, so they're going to get quite a few points.
Very, very true. Does seem like the locked crate has been dropped in, and I'm assuming there'll be a couple of those dotted around as well, but at least for now, 2 minutes 11 seconds left on this.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing... Yeah, that could get them...
Yep, and we're just going to quickly take a quick pan back over to bigLOSERS and Paddy now. Obviously, bigLOSERS, look at them, 159 points. They're more than 100 ahead at this moment in time, playing really, really well. And it does look like they've been maybe kicked out of Paddy's base. Paddy have managed to get doors on, which is interesting. I wonder how that managed to come about. Obviously, you can still see Big Losers are not messing around. They're still lurking, using Paddy's own peaks against them. But at least for now, you know, it's looking a little bit more promising than what it was prior when we left.
Yeah, that still will probably be one of the first things hit, but I mean, they're at least attempting to fight back, which is nice. I'm glad they didn't give up, because some people at that point would have just all logged off as a team.
That's it. From the looks of things, they're about to open and rain hell down on Aaron and Mix. And there it is. There it is. Look at them go. That's the team that we want to see. Oh, but the door's open. Oh, very, very close. I don't actually believe, even if they did kill them, that they'd be able to get in with the door like that, which is a bit of an interesting one. Obviously, you know, they will have to pull that door off in order to...
Absolutely.
Big Losers really not messing around now. You know, starting to kill them again and again and again, just increasing the lead even further, up to 167 points now. See there, Paddy pushing out a little bit aggressively.
Maybe trying to get some more guns, but also using some exploit on them. Guess they figure if they're not going to be using that in a raid, they might as well use it on a player.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It is weird to note, though. Obviously, explosive ammo and explosions in general do less damage to players than what is normal, at least anyway, on base Invaders. One of the custom settings that we have. Leon absolutely slaughtered by Aaron. Back on the warpath after his death earlier. Look, Aaron go. Liam there holding his rock, ready to throw it at him and get the final hit on his HP that he needs. Dedication.
All right, we have default with Nurik got the last shot on the helicopter, so that'll be some points for them.
Definitely. Yep, as you can see,
Ooh.
Nurik are holding it as well, which is good to see. Obviously, you've got RNC right next to them, which is a bit of a worrying contest for them. Obviously, we see RNC week in, week out. Really, really well-enabled group, but at least for now, Nurik does seem to be putting RNC in the place. As you can see there, two players on the roof are raining down fire. I'm just going to call him Steam ID, because I'm assuming that's what a Steam ID is.
Yeah, it looks like there's been a battle going on here for a while, all those walls.
Most definitely, as you can see as well, the points sort of reflect that as well. As you can see, you've got RNC on the scoreboard as well as Nurik. Both playing very, very well, and not far apart either. RNC seems to be having that little edge at the minute over Nurik, but it's not going bad at all, at least for now. It'll be interesting to see the raid phase, definitely.
Ooh, Big Poppy. Big Poppy T comes out with a nice shot.
Very, very much so. Really good shooting from Big Poppy T. Here we go. Cloud now getting involved. Taking fires towards RNC. Comes on the outside though. Choker goes down. Cloud really starting to push their way into this fight. Currently sat at ninth even, sorry, 29 points. Eclipse just seems to have been heading up for now. Takes a lot of fire there, gets dropped down.
Yeah, Lefty Gang has a nice little flank point coming around to the side.
Oh, certainly does. Hopefully that'll work in his favour for him rather than against him. Let's see here, Nurik. You got a lone warrior stood out him by himself. Lighting off some shots. Putting the pressure on the heli.
Yeah. Try to wall closer. He's trying.
Edging his way closer and closer to heli.
RNC is trying to take out. Oh, he was taken out. Never mind. CRILU. And we have Pancake coming over as well.
Everyone after those wonderful points from the crate. See Pancake now pushing over all the boys. Shots going down, look like a scene out of Star Wars. Shots going off in every direction. You've got Pups taking fire. You've got GER going down. You've got Beast. It's Jan. You've got Boomshot taking a lot of fire towards Pancake's direction at this moment in time. You've got Default on the wall closest to them holding. It's Jan making a desperate rush across. Gets slaughtered, unfortunately. Nurik laying down fire. iFoxy goes down as well. You've got the bases now taking shots as well. RNC seems to be getting involved. Default taking fire on that front wall. You've got Cloud on the other side. Now raining down on Nurik as well. Really good PvP action at this moment in time.
Yeah. Manticora is providing some really decent coverage up top, but it still looks like for his teammates that are still right near Heli. And looks like Solo is coming in to get those boxes and those points.
Definitely it will appear so. As you can see there, Cloud have now been eliminated from this skirmish. You've got Fesker and Eclipse from RNC, Big Pappy T running towards. Nurik are holding at the minute. Boomshot taking fire from RNC's base. Manticore pushing as well. Pups taking fire from Pancake. And here we go, Big Pappy T and Inky pushing in. Fesker also using the walls to his advantage. In the line of sight that he has. Left of the attack phase. Fesker makes an absolute meal of that kill, but does eventually get the kill. Suppose in this event it's not how you got to the end, it's the position you finish in, so once Fesker won the fight. Big going down, that's going to be a big loss for RNC. Fesker traded.
So there are still a couple of crates. I did see that Nurik took the 2, I believe, that are out. But there's still, I believe, 3 underneath the helicopter. So there's still points that could possibly be gotten.
Yeah. RNC going for it. We've managed to look. Only have to loot a little bit, remember, to get those points. Does appear like RNC are definitely on it at the minute. Not giving up so easily though. Taking shots towards RNC's members on the heli.
Yeah, Pancake is trying to get some action in, but they are still not on the top 16. Oh wait, no, they are. They're 11. My bad.
So anyway, the amount of fighting going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is that not happening? How are they not up there?
Sat at the bottom, missing all their shots.
We did say that Star Wars reference with them coming up. Maybe they're all stormtroopers.
Yep, definitely missing every single shot that they all take. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and stormtroopers miss every single shot even though they do take it. Can't see that, no.
All right, we have 33 seconds left in the attack phase. That means we're going to start seeing raids, going to hear the boom, and hopefully the TCs be destroyed. And I believe this is probably the first one that will go from BigLOSERS.
Yeah, that's it. So, it's looking like a good target for them, isn't it? It's still, you know, dominance over Paddy. Having said that, though,
I think this is their second base, so they're both. No, that's the one. Okay, they changed out that door to a garage door.
Yeah, they finally managed to sort it out.
And here come BigLOSERS.
Nice to see that they. So they're good at PvP, they're good at raiding, but flying is a necessary improvement, I believe. As we go into the raid phase, here we go. C4's on the roof panel. Don't forget, they already know where TC is, and there we go, straight away. As we expected, Paddy have been eliminated by BigLOSERS. No trouble at all for those guys there. So thank you for playing, as always. Next week.
And now they can go ahead and move on to their other raid target.
Yeah, that's it. We obviously saw him having a little bit of a tangle with Osa earlier on, which was nice to see. See here, where are we going? Just disappearing from the scene of the crime. By the looks of things, you can see bigLOSERS' base here. I mean, it's looking
Oh man.
really, really formidable at this moment in time. There's
Yeah,
absolutely
that
loads of HQM.
and that one whole wall, I think they're maybe expecting a raid from that side, or are they protecting their TC that's on that side? We'll
That's
never
it.
know.
You never know. It could be one of those things with the old what's it called? A false layering. Oh,
A little
excuse
red
me.
herring, it's fine. Behind the one door, yeah. We'll have that TC just over there in that one area. You know how they do the walls, the advent calendar walls, and just throw them off.
Yeah, that's it. Like manipulation. No raids at the minute, which is weird to see. Obviously, with it being raid phase, you'd expect a little bit of contest, but at least for now, it seems like everyone's still fighting. Or at least that's the case for Neurik, RNC, and Pancake, definitely.
Yeah. It looks like RNC may be moving back to their base to maybe gear up to go out to raid. And
Yeah,
same with Neurik.
Yeah, it's always a very strong possibility. Obviously, raids bring you way more points than you could ever hope for from PvP. Having said that, though, you've got to give credit where credit's due from bigLOSERS. Obviously played outstanding so far. Currently sat with over 3 times the score of second place. Which obviously, as I mentioned before, we've seen people close gaps time and time again in base Invaders, but I mean, this is a very impressive feat so far.
So they have their nice exits here. No gates for them. They decided to build rooms, but now they don't have the nice doors to help block when they would need to exit their gate. So that's a disadvantage for those guys. Just using some wood walls.
That's it. It is, but you know, I suppose you got to take into account what's right and what works for you at the time of building. Suppose.
Yeah. Boom.
Raids. Got what looks to be Dot going into TNT. See, yeah, big fight going down at this moment in time.
Got a couple back, maybe providing some coverage from their roof.
That's it. You can see now I'm really starting to go at it with each other. Starting to work. The TC going down. Not the TC, sorry, the C4 even.
Jamesy tried to get a little bit in before he was killed, but now you gave Pancake a headache. I mean, not a headache, but a heli.
Yeah. He was being a headache beforehand, definitely.
He was gonna try to rat him out with some C4. Maybe he spotted TC before they moved it and was like, I know right where to go, but didn't get lucky there.
No, fortunately not. I have no doubt he'll be trying again though.
Looks like we have LOL coming on Dot while Dot is attacking TNT.
Certainly, and this is the thing, you know, obviously Dot will want to get those points on TNT. You know, they have to defend their own TC as well.
You know, if somebody's coming after you for a raid, that they probably have rockets and more boom that will help you in your other raid as well.
Yeah, most certainly. And you can see Dot making light work of LOL at this moment in time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very
shredded them.
Very good defense by Dot. And they can take all that boom. That's a nice win for them.
Well, it certainly is. You know, it can be used by them now. Very little work gone into that. Easy for them. RNC do look to be struggling though at the minute. go down.
Nurik is helping a lot.
That's it. We've got Weeple up now. And they're going to start putting in the work of their own.
And we still see some stone on this base, but there's still quite a bit of stone, so they can get through a couple of layers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You can see there. Looks like the mainly sheet metal on the interior, or at least the outer side. You know, looking like more of a metal base, that's for certain.
These outer areas are nice for like that extra loot, but maybe have that door push outwards, give you at least cover on one side. I mean, this could be something they learn for the next time they come in, is just something a little bit different.
Yeah, that's it. Gonna say it's like you said, gives you great use of something like that to provide cover.
And Nurik has already got a little bit of raid, got some beds down over there. Or maybe that's Nurik's, I'm not sure.
As you can see, nice FOB there for them. Obviously, all within the rules. There's no walls. As you can see, though, just fighting going off absolutely everywhere around this area.
Just a killing field at the moment. Some more booms going off with Santa, and not MVP. Is this, whose space is this? Oh, Kanava.
Oh, Kanava, yeah, Kanava are gone. Taken out by Santa. Imagine it will have been in one of these little upper sections. Really good luck there from Santa.
Great rockets.
As you can see, MVP now pushing in on this backhanded side.
Yeah, if they can get in and get some of the loot from inside, that would help them, but...
So you can see here, Mario's holding. We do have not MVP pushing now.
What? Milk taken out.
Knuckles goes down. Danny there, laying down the fire.
We have Jamesy also shooting over here, and I mean, they're doing good. They're keeping them Santa back. If they can expel them from this area, maybe they can at least get more loot to go after another base. But I don't know if they're going to try it or if Santa's going to keep coming back for that loot. It looks like they're still responding, so yeah. Yeah, definitely get those PvP points in here.
See this moment in time, Santa respawning. Do look to be taking fire though still. Knuckles goes down again, and here we go. Not MVP now. I've pushed up onto the beds. I imagine the beds are gonna go bye bye. Yep, there we go. Managed to grab around 10 points for those kills.
Very nicely done.
Very much so. As you can see, Santa sat on 110 and not MVP on 100. Nice little skirmish here between Osa and who else are we fighting? Of course, it is in fact the big losers.
Mm-hmm. They were scoping out this base earlier. Oh, and TNT was eliminated by Dot.
Yeah, they most certainly were. They were obviously having a little bit of a fight beforehand, so it's nice to see that they got what they wanted.
Very nearly blown through, but it's good job. Pretty quick. I think once they got rid of LOL, they didn't have to worry about the counter.
That's it. I'm gonna say it's eliminating the competition
Oh.
in the area, isn't it? Really.
This is that one TC that they didn't bother moving from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we were having a talk about that beforehand, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
You know, about teams that don't move the TC. Always a really risky play. And Osa are eliminated by bigLOSERS now. That is going to be big for them. I mean, look at the lead. It is absolutely insane at the moment. Sat with a 339 score and second place in 125, over double what the other teams have.
That's a crazy lead.
It really is.
And these are the type of players who are not going to just sit back and just relax after this. I mean, they're going to go after another base, and it's up to all the other teams to at least get lucky enough with their raids to get enough points to match them. And I don't know if they are going to be able to or not, but we'll find out. Yeah, maybe somebody will go after bigLOSERS and try to raid them.
Yeah, I think that's the next logical step, really. Going in with a rock there. You can see the determination from that man there, throwing his rock at him. Doing everything in his power, using every single arsenal, or every single tool in his arsenal, should I say.
And I've always loved seeing something other than an AK being used during the fights. Just whatever you have on hand, a jackhammer, a machete, a rock. The rest of his team is taken out behind him. And we have 12 teams left now.
Teams left with 1 hour and 16. It's looking on track, at least for now, for an early finish, perhaps.
Yeah.
The first one in my staffing and casting career here at BI.
Oh, we can always hope for something fun like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be the first one ever. Obviously, we have a producer in our ears today, as we do with normally all the casting, and he's just brought up the fact that it would be the first one ever. So we'll have to see as time will tell. That white seemed pretty idle at the moment in time. Currently sat down in 16th, so bottom of the leaderboard with 15 points. They've not really changed in quite a while. So we'll go check out what they're doing.
They've been they pretty much got the attack phase, and that's about where they stopped.
Yeah, they seem to be taking some pot shots towards Dot's location, but I mean, at least for now, there's nothing too threatening about their mentality and play style from that white.
They're getting their beds set up, so it looks like they want to go after Dot. We'll see how well Dot can defend. I mean, they're the ones who quickly brushed away LOL. So, see if that white can do even better.
That's it. Only time will tell. You can see now they're slowly walling towards Dot's base. They are in a pretty advantageous position for Dot. Base up on the hill, kind of like the old battles that used to be fought by medieval armies. Always having the high ground is sort of combat 101. So, building on top of the hill and then extending that up even further by building is brilliant. See Dot now starting to take rocket fire from that white. Only one's gone off so far. Whoever's rocketing for that white needs to get some glasses.
I was just gonna say that rocket was a very good one.
Pretty sure he did more damage to himself than the actual wall, but You know, we'll skip past that one. Caught in 4K as always. Let's see, Dot now. That white on the other side of them as well. And the little taxi going up the hill.
Wherever you get back over to the raid, you just do whatever you have to.
That's it.
Even calling an Uber.
Horse, anything. Foot, horse, helicopter, mini, car. Any way you can get there, you need to be there for your team. So Dot
Well.
at the minute pushing. Does have a gun in hand.
Nice.
That's really poor hearing from Snipex.
It really was. He was face down looting that that body.
Does get traded
This-
though by his teammate Chief Keef. Somewhat worth it.
Gone a little quiet. Looks like Dot may have cleaned up that area. And so it's just the white on the other side that's left. Everybody else is gone. And Dot may be making some repairs to the base on the few rockets that were shot their way.
I say it seems to have slowed down. I think the main cause of that will be the fact that that white had been absolutely wiped from their original assault. And Dot now starting to loot their kits, I imagine.
Yep. And then we see one taking off the heli from the roof. Maybe trying to come down behind them. Ooh, Meraki taken down. Chief Keef is getting some shots in.
It certainly is. He's eliminated a few members so far. That white finally moving out of 16 and into 15.
Ooh, Rain taking care of Chief Keef. Just has to take care of Booley now. Ooh, but Harden's sneaking up behind him. Don't be squaring yourself in.
I'm gonna say it's looking bit of a dodgy one there. And he gets slotted anyway. Oh, nice double kill there. Wonderful play style. Pretty sure I'd class that as filtering. Which is obviously against the rules. But it doesn't matter anyway, because apparently is that Merrick? I can't read that properly from the stream, unfortunately. Whoever that was is just better at the game.
And I think it's just Booley that's still in that area. Harden's down, so looks like Dot defended.
Yeah, most certainly for now. It does seem like there's from the mini-map showing us, you know, 2 raids going on. I can imagine there's a little bit of rocketing going off around this sort of area, which indeed there is by Pancake. Not to be taking the fight to pull up in a minute. Obviously, the pull-up EU's winners earlier on. Really, really well-enabled players, that's for definite. You can see them running around like little ants in a nest.
It's like they already got a decent rocket through to the shooting, or to the roof at least. Maybe take out a few beds up there, and then what would you say? Keep rocketing at the walls? Somebody flying a heli?
Strategy is always the same. Grab as much E4 as you can and start foundation wiping. Don't stop. Dig a hole underneath their base and don't stop until you see light on the other side.
I always love seeing foundation wipes in this game. It just blows my mind because I never see enough of them. Like when you're playing this game normally, you rarely see that. And so it's fun to see it in a competition like this. The fact that they had cultivated that much C4 and just to do that. You just standing around, not minding all the gunshots and the boom.
Pig is the last line of defense.
It's the war pigs.
Be warned, Pancake, if you go close, you will be attacked by a pig. Sir Boar of the underground realm.
It looks like Santa is coming in. Oh, or not.
Mo's unfortunately taken the fall. Trying to propose to the boulder, it would seem.
You never know when you'll stand up, but I think the other pancake member that's down the hill will probably come and take him over. Nice little kitty face mask.
Yeah, apparently so. Moz is now a declared furry. You can see, no mercy, no mercy. Take the man.
Pups took him out. Not today.
Does get a wall up as well.
Yeah. Now the pup has turned into a cat. Alright. Still a lot of fighting going on. Pancake is not giving up.
We pull up seem to have repelled their attack for now. Managed to get out to their beds, which is always a good sign. And I mean, look at the fighting between Cloud, Nurik, RNC, FA. Seem a little bit quiet at the minute.
You think at some point they're gonna run out of bullets?
I don't think so. Not for this lot. Again, just like a scene out of the Clone Wars.
Everywhere else, there aren't any more raids going. I'm actually surprised Big Losers haven't gone and started another raid.
That's it. I'm gonna say they seem to have gone a little quiet. That's for certain.
Ooh. Okay, not MVP. Maybe trying to poke at the bear. They at least know who they need to go after to have a chance at winning.
That's it. And they are neighbours with each other, so it does make sense, obviously. You can see Big Losers now just throwing up walls left, right and centre. And we do have LOL as well now coming to take a little swing in this fight. And Big Losers obviously going to have to do some great defending here. We know they can attack, but can they defend? That's the question.
Yeah.
And not
MVP with how
now going in for it.
Yeah, they're going to have to really pummel this base. Big Losers have obviously realized that they are going to be a target with their giant lead, so they went ahead and high-qualled everything. No, I mean, they didn't seem to wall their beds too great down there. That is going to be a problem, especially with that roof and that spot.
Let's see here, Big Losers have pushed out on MVP, getting down towards the bed now.
Cascader is healing up a little bit. Oh, is taken out.
Let's go down.
We're just creating a little maze. No worries.
It's looking like a labyrinth at this moment in time.
It is.
Oh,
nice double kill.
That was going to be a really big play. But of course, Big Losers once again proving their dominance.
Oh, taken out.
Well, just as I say it, not MVP, swinging back. Big Losers
they're not
gonna miss.
Yeah, they're not the type to give up easily. And now with Big Losers focusing on not MVP, it's giving LOL a chance to shoot some rockets. Oh, we have Dot coming in too.
This goes back to the exact thing that I was telling you about earlier, where I said, you know, it's all very good and well being first, but you got to understand, you put yourself in the light, people are going to react to it, and people will come and try and take you out. I think LOL, MVP, and Dot all know, and you've got that white now coming in the back as well. Another neighbour, of course, but this is now looking very, very, very shabby for Big Losers.
Yeah.
They've been attacked by 4 teams.
I think the only issue that's going to happen for these raiders is the fact that they're going to start fighting each other, and it's going to distract them and give big losers enough time to possibly repair any damage, get some extra kill points, and then get a raid defense out of this if everybody's too focused on killing each other.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, obviously distractions such as that do give the defender time to rebuild and recuperate things that have been lost. But at least for now, you know, you definitely see Dot going at it for real, as well as MVP. Rockets going in on all sides. It'll be interesting to see where TC is.
Yeah, looks like a few of them have pushed up. Rapolo, Thick, they're inside the gates at least, so maybe throwing some C4, getting out of the line of the shooting floor. We have one Rocketeer still back there.
Then you can really see them now. Starting to get to work. Big Losers base taking damage from all sides at the minute.
And we have some big losers going in behind Dot, so taking out some of those people that are rocketing.
Yeah, it does look like gelling, and he's making quite an impressive feat here. He goes
Yes,
back
he
to the
is.
wall. He's getting pushed back by Poseidon, and does go down. Now Dot do have beds as well that they placed upon landing, so I imagine they'll just be waiting for the timer.
And we have Lol in there as well.
Not looking healthy at the minute for big losers, that's for sure.
No. A few of them are out, but looks like the most of them. Only 2 on the roof.
Wonder pace up.
We have Widex coming in behind Lol, I think.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting to see what damage he can do.
Oh, not MVP is who he's going after. Gotta go for the sneak.
Here we go.
Maybe if he can destroy some beds, get them out of here really quick. Or...
Rocket's still going down.
Nope. Lol is aware of him.
Oh,
I am taken out. Looks like Mango's gonna go back out and try to push away Dot, along with Aaron and Mikasis.
As you can see, base really starting to show signs of wear and tear now.
Yeah, taking down the gate so they can start moving in. I think there's enough openings where they can get some ladders up and then push further in. I know there is still one Lol, or was. Yeah, he's like yeah, he's inside.
C4's going off now.
And taking out some beds. Yeah, opened it up to the shooting floor as well, so they've got a nice opening over here. Ooh.
Does go down. However, and big losers at least now have managed to reclaim the inside of the base. Oh, here we go. Stop booming till you see light on the other side. It begins. Oh, he has been killed, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't get that second one off. It was a nice attempt, though. Maybe just trying to get a quick break in to the bottom, but
he gets play of the day from me. It's made my day.
Alright, they're still battling it. LOL is still out. Yeah, looks like Dot has been repelled. Oh, that would be why. Santa is picking on Dot. That looks like Dot's taking care of them real quickly.
See,
Run!
heli flying away. Mario. Can't remember if it's Mario, the one that really can't fly.
Oh no. It's maybe
Or at
not the
least
best choice.
So he's up in the air at the minute, so...
Well, there's still Moors out there, and he's taken care of. So Dot has defended another one. It wasn't very long, but they did seem to bust through it a little bit. And back to the attack on first place. With a 409 points, so these kills that they're getting from their raiders is bumping them up a little bit higher. But just getting rid of all the C4 so nobody can use it. Take out some of those walls.
Yeah, valid idea, I guess. You do you, Queen.
Guess they're not too worried about their lead. They just need to make sure nobody can raid them.
That's it. I'm gonna say they won't need to be doing much more raiding.
Yeah.
Already got a substantial lead.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to repel everybody that was inside their compound. And they pushed back not MVP as well. Very nice. Looks like they're just wasting all the boom.
Would appear that way, yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't think that's a bad strategy. Especially with that lead. I mean, we pull up is still, I mean, it's only 200 behind. I mean, I say only, but that's still quite a feat to get done in an hour.
Well, certainly is. Tried getting up, unfortunately failed.
That, the long-numbered name of RNC is taken out by the hero of this base. This is the turret. Was that Cloud's base? Okay, yeah, I think that was Cloud's because that's Nurik. So they figured they'd go ahead and play with them while Cloud was attempting to attack them, but didn't work out too well. Tool did not work. Yep.
Some problems.
Trying to get up on that roof, and I don't know I don't know. That just doesn't seem that smart. Like, coming in with a heli is one thing, but just laddering up, I think it's a nice distraction if you have somebody else rocketing at the side of your base and causing that distraction and the boom and shaking up. But when they can hear the ladders being placed and they know where you're going, it just doesn't seem like that smart of a move.
No, not at all. I think you're completely right in saying that, you know. You gotta make sure that it's right at the time, I suppose.
Nurik may be making a move on Cloud.
Interesting to see, that's for certain. We are in need of some form of action other than PvP.
Yeah, it seemed like the first part of this raid was, I mean, the raid phase was non-stop rockets, C4, and then it was just like, we're just gonna fight each other for an hour.
It's all settled down a little bit now.
Yeah. Nurik. Yeah. Yeah, the builds, as you can see, I mean, there's 5 bases right next to each other. There's 4 close by on the other side. I'm actually surprised I'm not seeing roof rockets this time. Usually these two bases this close together, you'd see nothing but them exchanging rockets.
Does look like there's potentially been some roof rocketing from somewhere, but...
Yeah. Just not the full barrage that we've been seeing the past couple weeks. So We Pull Up is trying to get into FA, and they're in second place with 214 points, so if they can get this TC... I mean, it won't put them any higher, but it will at least give them some space from Cloud.
Yeah, potentially give them the edge that they need. Just something like the C4 going off in the distance as well. So maybe the players have heeded our advice and started deciding to boom each other.
Oh, gotta reload. Oh, no, he just shot his own teammate. Okay. I was like, why did he stop shooting? So We Pull Up is trying to use the shooting bullet as, to their advantage, and FA looks like they're all stuck up on the roof. Or there's a couple down. Oh, Purplu is down. Hopefully not by the cactus. It's a great raid. Defenders right there is also the cactus. We had the pig, now we have the cactus.
Next thing we need is a bear.
Yes.
Lethal.
I don't know, like some of the, if we can get some deer, I think that's the most demoralizing is when you're attacked by a deer.
When that happens, that's when I leave. Either that or a chicken. There's a lot of C4 going down from the sound.
Oh yeah. Looks like Pancake is taking... Oh no, Santa is taking on Pancake. Yeah, and we have... Yeah, turrets that aren't hooked up, or maybe they already took out the power. Nice shots by Pancake.
See, at the minute, Pancake do seem to be defending pretty well.
Pouring their way down. Foxy, he's stuck in the hole.
Vibing, ground level.
Yeah, keep that guy from shooting in. Maybe somebody else can put up some more doors, do something. Nope. We have some more boom going off.
See here, Nurik taking the fight to We Pull Up as we thought earlier.
Yep. We have our rockets. There we go. I mean, not that I enjoy seeing it, I was just surprised that I hadn't seen it. I would much prefer them go out, but I mean, if they're seeing this close of action, maybe that's not the best option for them.
You can see at the minute, quite a few rockets have gone off now.
Yeah. FA? Yeah, FA has not been able to repel We Pull Up. Don't know how much they've attempted to.
We Pull Up are inside, although he did just get dropped.
Oh, there you go. There's the little core. No TC down here. So, he's able to.
As you can see that. Doing the damage.
And RNC trying to use this base gone wrong as cover for defense. It's worse. I don't think I would want my second build like right next to mine, because that gives people an idea, be like, okay, this is the layout they're going for, and we know what the inside looks like.
Santa are currently being raided by Dot. Dot
And
really
this
starting to do the rounds, putting in the
yeah.
work.
This massive and narrow base.
You see it week in, week out from Santa. It is a very cool base though, that's for certain. It looks kind of like a prison cell block.
It does. It's kind of neat. I kind of like it. I don't know how well it'll handle, but I mean, they also have some radio going, so we got they're at least providing any raiders some music. It's very nice of them.
Credit where credit's due. There's always time for a bit of creativity.
So I guess Dot was just like, you know what? We're gonna return the favor. You tried to come raid us. We're gonna come raid you. I don't. And nobody seems to be going after big losers anymore. And that, I don't know the idea behind that. If that was very good, although I'm not seeing big losers going out and trying to raid anybody else.
I'd say big losers seem to be a little bit quiet at the minute.
Well, they got rid of all their boom.
Yeah, very true.
Or at least the raiders boom.
What
do we have there?
In the distance.
Pancake sneaking over here as well.
Well, he's tried taking the walls out and has failed in the process and has now been punished.
We're not as sneaky as you thought you were. Although there's plenty of pancake on that side coming. They're all neighbors.
As you can see, shots going off from all teams at the minute. Really good skirmish going on.
Yeah. Morris does not have any cover back there, so he's... and taken out. Helicopter. Bennett. I think that might have been Lowell coming back. Yeah, it looks like they're moving back in on Big Losers, who have not repaired since then. I don't know if that's because NVP hasn't stopped their raid on them.
I'll say at least for now, the fight between not MVP and Big Losers seems to be continuing.
Yeah. Lol wants to
come on the hill.
So it looks like they did a little bit of repairing on the hillside, but down below where not MVP were still fairly open. But Aaron, Mikasa looks like they might be flanking around, so I don't know how long this will be going on for.
Let's see at the minute, rockets are beginning to rain down. One after the other. In barrage.
That's the best. That's the best way to do that. Oh, but where could that TC we haven't even broken far enough to really get a good look?
That's it, gonna say there's still obviously some of the honeycombs missing, but the majority of the main infrastructure of the base is still standing.
Not MVP, mostly has returned. Big Losers, looks like most of them are outside, moving around. Well, no, I guess there's 3 or 4 of them still there. Look at you, Thick. Trying to be sneaky on the shooting floors. Oh, no, missed him. Gotta wait till that rocket hits, then you can place that ladder. And back at Santa. Oh, Dot may be leaving. Pancake is trying to move in, but looks like Santa took care of them too. Pups, you're in the middle of nowhere. No walls. Forever Poseidon going away in defeat. They've had a couple of raid defenses. Ooh!
Oh, the heli just
Flew too
even
close.
It didn't even blow up, it just disappeared. The MLRS sent it to the upside down. Yes, that was a reference to Stranger Things for those of you that watch it.
Oh, launch site.
Heli's now in the upside down, forever, gone and forgotten.
Oh. That is too funny. Maybe they were just wanting to make sure nobody else had the heli, but I don't think that was probably their goal.
Vecna's heli now. Stolen.
And Gare's still out. Still trying to move on Santa, but not much happening.
Man's trying to use the terrain by crouching. The only problem is it's a flat terrain. No matter how much he crouches and puts his head down at the floor, he's still going to be able to be seen.
It's like a kid playing peekaboo. It's like, if I can't see you, you can't see me.
Quite literally, yeah.
Titanium has a really good shot on Pancake, but it looks like Foxy may have gotten a decent shot on him. Alright, it's gone quiet again. Cloud has done an amazing job at defending their base. I mean, to be stone and metal, it's just all the walls. So maybe it wasn't a bad thing. Their little doors that I was complaining about, instead of having gates, that hasn't been taken down yet. It's still working.
Strongest wall in all of Rust.
I mean, honestly, it's like, if I saw that, I would just like throw a C4 on those doors and just take them out, and then you might even have loot right there. Because more likely they have kits stored. And a few guns and ammo, meds. Pick a raid and raid. I see so many people jumping over to different places. It's like RNC was doing something else earlier, and I think, well, maybe they were being graded. That might have been it. So bigLOSERS are up to 508, so I guess they're still getting a lot of those kill points from taking out LOL and not MVP. And they're still rocketing, they're not giving up. There we go, take out those turrets.
A lot of rockets coming in now. You can start seeing the base really starting to show signs of wear and tear now. Still holding though, very, very impressively. As we mentioned earlier on, you know, we were you know, impressed by the sheer amount of high quality, and it's showing its worth now.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh. Like, thank you very much. I'll take the LMG.
Thank you, Nick.
I think that's...
I believe is the lyric from Ariana Grande. That's what the LMG's singing now. He's bored of his old user, so he didn't shoot accurately, and now he's giving it to the next person.
Yeah. They are pummeling this base. They have nice opening, but they still haven't tried to really make a move in yet. And I think Danny and a couple other ones were still here.
I do see it quite a lot at Base Invaders. It's sort of like a common theme that seems to have worked its way into the community's mindset of, you know, pummeling a base from far, really opening it up. and then deciding to push it. I mean, to be fair, I say for the Base Invaders community mindset, in reality, I think it's just the game, isn't it? It's the game itself, the whole community is just a way of raiding. You know, it allows you to see a lot more openly than pushing it through, you know, like a narrow hole.
Yeah. Well, that, and you want to get as much of the rocketing done as before the counters come. Because it never fails. You hear boom going off and somebody's coming running.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, I think it goes back to the thing of, you know, you always get nervous when there's booms going on and your screen's shaking. Sorry, I almost said sheen's scraking then. Ooh, lol, eliminated by that white. There we go. That'll push them surely out of the red. Because at this moment in time, they're still sat in 15th, or they were. They're now in 12th, just behind lol. Nice move there from that white. Sort of came as a bit of a surprise, that, to be brutally honest. I was
that was a quick raid.
It most certainly was, and they've done a lot of damage in a short amount of time as well. Still behind lol on points, however, obviously it's not going to matter too much. Obviously, with them not being in the event anymore.
Yep, trying to take out the turrets so they can get the loot that's on the roof. That lol most likely. Not yet. The boom hasn't gone off yet. Now you can go. Get all this loot and go on for another raid, maybe.
Definitely gonna say, I think once you get that ball rolling with raids, you know, the mindset to push on sort of comes in and takes over. You sort of go into autopilot mode, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's going to be the biggest is LOL was the only one. LOL and not MVP were fighting big losers, and now LOL has taken them out, even after doing all that much damage with their rockets against that wall. FA's base is still standing. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, it's a very strong base, but with how many holes they have inside, I think the turrets are still active. Oh, nope. They're active, but nothing in them. That's not good.
A visual threat. They'll be really good at taking down planes with the laser. But other than that, that's about your lot. It's about as far as use goes. At least they have 2 turrets that are working. The third one is just there for symmetry, I'm assuming.
Just the scare factor. We're just gonna blind them when they come up.
Yeah, that's it. You get that little red tracer on your screen that just blinds you and turns your whole screen red. Which is always nice for the eyes.
Yeah.
See that? Pretty good push at the minute from RNC. Deep in
but a damage.
Wild space, as always. Very impressive scores today, I must say, from both top, second, third, fourth, and so on. You know, it's nice to see the event that we know and love so well. Week in, week out, we attend, we staff, we make as better as we possibly can. Really take off, you know, people coming along, big names within the Rust community, content creators, and it's nice to get a feeling of fulfillment, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Events like this going off. As always, I know we say it pretty much every week, but we are desperately crying out for staff at the moment, and we are looking for casters also. If you would like to go ahead and find out some more information on that, you can go ahead and do !Discord in the chat, and that will show you the invite link to the Base Invaders Discord, and from there you can go ahead and have a look into it if it's one of the roles that you would like to pursue.
Or if you think you can do better than these teams on Rust, on Base Invaders, get a team together, or if you're a solo, there's groups that you can join.
Definitely. As always though, please make sure you read the rules, because the amount of conversations we have week in, week out regarding breaking rules because they've not been read is increasing, I must say. seems to be on the rise in recent weeks.
not MVP was trying to make a move in here. They're still going after Big Losers, but Big Loser seems to be being able to like keep the rockets from coming, and it's mainly turned into PvP battles at the moment. Now, with the gun sounds being so off, I'm having a hard time, like, what was that gun? I'm still learning all the guns now. But something else was shot that I'm not used to.
That's it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think the last time I properly played this game was maybe four swipes ago. So the new gun sounds to me all sound the same. I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell what's what anymore.
Yeah, I used to be able to, like, I'd watch some people and they'd be like, oh, that's an AK, we're gonna run towards that. And now it's just like, I have no idea what that was, but let's run to it and find out. Aaron and Mikasa's holding steady on the roof.
Yeah, he's been one of the standouts for me today, I think. He's managed to play really well. We've got Kate upgrading and repairing the inside. Doing a pretty good job of it as well. Obviously, repairing after a raid is an interesting one, that's for certain.
Yeah, they're mainly yeah, and they're mainly repairing all the damage that LOL did to them on the opposite side of MVP. But it's a good thing. But it does take time for any repairs they make to get to full health. So if they're trying to repair during a barrage of rockets, it might stop one rocket. So I mean, it is worth sticking up there, but it's not going to hold as well as a full high qual wall or a full sheet metal wall will. Danny is they're all trying to survive in there.
That's it, and seem to be doing a good job at this moment in time.
We have Ukraine Warrior and Jellin still, and Mango still out and about. And Mr. Jafafino, I'm going to say that's his name, is also trying to flank around them. So Big Losers are just racking up those kill points, getting up to 554 points. Jeez.
I'm really starting to show the dominance. It's looking like a pretty dead set and centered win for them.
Yeah.
Because they do in fact get raided, which is still on the cards, but not looking likely.
Yeah, and not with the constant rockings coming up. That means they're under raid, so they have a chance to get 40 points for a raid defense. And having that, like having them being under constant raiding and then pushing them back far enough, they get points for that. And so they're jumping it's not just PvP points that they're getting. They're also getting those raid defense points, which is really big for them. So they're not worried about going out and raiding anybody.
You know, obviously you have to protect the TC.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We pull up defending at the moment in time from what looks to be Santa, Pancake, and Yurik on the other side. Very, very busy area. FA as well, shooting rockets off the roof, I believe.
I think this is Nurik's base? Or is this We Pull-Ups?
It's We Pull-Ups.
I can never keep track of whose base is what.
Yeah, it's looking like an interesting one for certain. At this moment in time, you can see that there's visible damage, but it seems to be holding pretty well. And
it pulled We Pull Up away from going after FA, but who they were really into. Little foundy wipe.
Time to bring out the foundies. I always like to reference Pompeii whenever I see a foundy wipe. The walls keep tumbling down in the base that we love. Not one for singing, so I'm not going to try, but I'll let your imagination do the rest.
I like it. Cookie Monster is down there, I thought. He looks like he's trying to... Yeah. Oh, not well. Mario took him out.
Caster's Curse is a thing. We are almost positive of it at this point. It's been scientifically researched.
It does feel that way. As soon as you're like, oh, this team is just doing amazing, what a great shot, boom, they're dead. And we're like, oh no.
Big Losers are doing really, really well. Let's hope we don't get raided now all of a sudden. Would be a shame. Would be crazy if that were to happen.
Not MVP is trying their best to make that happen, but I don't know if they have enough boom to even go through that high qual. So
Just as we thought, here's a little twist in the tail. Big Losers now appear to be pushing someone else. They're now pushing not MVP. Not MVP obviously pushed back into their base now. We knew they lived close. They have that white on one side. I was about to say, is that guy gonna shoot him? So it looks like not MVP have managed to defend from that white, but obviously now that not MVP have pushed off your Big Losers base, they've now pushed back in.
I'm honestly surprised to see Big Losers move out of their base. I mean, maybe it was quiet enough. They were like, you know what, let's push forward. Let's get rid of some of these people. I mean, there's still 26 minutes left. You can easily get a raid done in that time. So, I mean, maybe we pull up, seeing them jump up even closer and closer. I mean, they've been keeping pace other than the large gap. But... yeah. So, I was saying that not white might have attacked MVP. MVP pulled away from that raid, and now they're just like, well, we're gonna go get that. We're gonna go attack them now. Still trying to come around. Let me get geared up.
Still 25 minutes left in this NA event. I must say it's been an action-packed one, that's for certain. Just sat with I believe 11 teams left.
Big Losers not staying too far away from their base, but I mean, might as well if they can get more kill points and everything else and keep that lead.
I must say,
might as
well. One thing that I always enjoy watching, and it's sort of one of the reasons why I love doing, you know, the spectating work, things like that, is seeing the ability and confidence of certain players. Like, normally in an 8-man event, when you go against 8 people, you do not fight solo. Yet you see here, we've got one from not MVP, we've got Big Losers, you know, that are all near each other, but they're not right on top of each other like some other teams do, which is really, really good to see. You know, it allows dynamic fights, it allows attacking from different sides, and obviously, with Big Losers being the names that we see frequently, we know that they can play, we know that they're really good players.
Now I see somebody in chat asking, tell the US 5 times player to stop killing nakeds as full kitted AKs. I mean, in this case, you see a naked running around with how many body bags are on the ground with bullets and guns. Naked can turn into an armed enemy really quick. So you might not get points for those naked kills, but you could stop a possible enemy from attacking you.
That's
So
we tend to see it time and time again where, you know, is that an old base or a fob? I can't tell.
it's an old.
Oh yeah, of course. I can see the looking it up. I could see now.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't decayed yet, but maybe still in the range of TC for that other base. Just some exchanging fire going on between We Pull Up and FA, Nurik, Cloud. You know, the whole gang's here, and none of them are gone yet. This is the only problem, I think, with having these clusters, as there's so many counters to a raid that no real damage gets done to a base because it's too busy countering each other and stopping the other one from getting a base. Come on, guys, you gotta go get a TC. If not here, go out somewhere else. I think also they might be afraid to go somewhere else just because one of these teams would come after them. All right, Santa is going after Pancake. Oh. At least close that garage door. It's like you have access to it. Close it. I got the little jump ups. So they're all the way in. Oh, nice little peek. Pancake may have tried to get into the core, didn't make it very far. Or is Santa's going on a Pancake. Looks like Santa is controlling the roof so far. Kind of quiet, though. They're not booming much. I don't know if they have much boom left, or they're just waiting for those opportunistic, like the doors to open and just kind of sneak in and get a kill out of it. Dot has been quiet. I don't know if they're getting more boom or if they died and respawned over here. Yeah. They're at 8th place. I'm like, come on, guys. If you want to get a little bit further ahead, you got to do something. Been very quiet and just lots of exchange fire, and that's been about it. Some damage has been done to this base, but of course Danny is a really great builder in this game, and they have enough great sharpshooters and other players to help push back any raids, and that seems what they're doing, kind of at a standstill with the white, although Danny just left the gate open. Trying to take out...
Now. Not too much going on, a little bit skirmishing here and there, but nothing too major to know. Just been some information passed to me as well that the all-time score record is roughly around 700 points. So big losers, should they continue to keep up the vein that they are doing at the minute, they are in a very, very, very good chance of surpassing that. With 20 minutes left, I'm sure they can manage 100 kills, or less than now.
Yeah, they definitely have a good chance. Looks like there's only 2 of them currently. Oh, no, 3 that are still at least attempting to move on not MVP. Okay, Mango's moving around taking care of that white. Cordy taking care of him. The pollo taken out.
Slowed down.
Looks like they have defended that raid. So it looks like RNC is getting hit by Cloud, who's using this. I don't know if they're allowed to use this other as their raiding platform. They put beds down in boxes on this and using it as their raid base. They're trying to get into RNC, have a access to the outside core, but this doesn't seem proper. But we'll let the staff know about this, and if that breaks any rules, then we can see about that. But at the moment, the game goes on.
If it's an old base, technically not.
Okay.
Placing beds inside, however, I believe is. Seems to be shooting them out. Long shot from deep. Good hit. Nice to see that the rockets are hitting the same place, but they're definitely not.
Yeah, accuracy is definitely important.
Yeah, and it seems like it's a bit of a struggle for those guys. As you can see, the rockets pummeling. Purple on a total 10 kill streak there. See RNC now trying to potentially repair. Needs to be noted as well though, the repairs on base invaders differ to regular Rust. Obviously, should you go ahead and replace a wall, it takes a while for it to get the HP back up.
Yeah. And then doing a barrage of rockets, I mean, it's going to do a lot of damage at one time. All right, the staffers came back about this. They said that they're going to let it slide just because anyone can place their beds there. So it's not just because it was Cloud's old base. So it's no real advantage to anybody. They're definitely using it to their advantage, though. Those slopes, it's not bad. RNC is trying their best to get some walls up to try to stop some of the rocket damage, but... And Tripler from the roof.
What a man he is.
He's a beast up there.
He really is. He's a beast week in, week out.
I don't know. I might lob some rockets down there on top of them if I was him. You just take out some of those beds. Yeah.
You can see RNC now pushing out though. Does look like they're pushing Cloud back. The Joker's down at the minute. Inky and Big Puppy T taking 5 from behind. And a bit of a sandwich here. Purplu's on a 15 kill streak now.
Not surprising at all. Seeing those doors, that's... Nice little battlefields. Yeah, take them out. Oh. Copy
performing
T.
really, really well, looking off at this moment in time. Does go down though to Rusty Saloon. Forget Rusty Saloon. Make sure you check out our sponsor. It's better. Rusty Pot /Rustoria. Much better. Chance of always to win free skins. Obviously, do make sure that you're gambling responsibly, and please make sure you are over the legal gambling age within the country that you reside.
And again, still not. It's like it's very quiet right now, even though this is an open base. Ooh.
They're trying it. They're trying the Cubby method. They're really trying it. It's just not quite working.
Yeah, you just gotta throw everything you got at it and have multiple people, somebody watching your back, and it looks like maybe one person was trying to do it at a time and nobody was watching their back, and you can't foundy wipe that.
Easy. You just hit the person that's shooting at you with a C4, throw a C4 at him. And
Looks
just
like
as we were saying, it got quiet, and does look like a dot are currently being raided. What a barrage this is.
they're not messing around.
Oh. Rocket after rocket and pancake now scaling the walls.
Seeing a lot of stone in there. I mean, easy to get through. Doors coming up on top on the roof. Poseidon is trying to get geared up. Maybe a little late. And the turrets are still active. Oh. God dang it, people. With a little bitty gun. Oh, in here?
Python go, start getting to work. See, I'm trying to take out the turrets now. Python go, no mercy.
Had to pick him up.
Not dealing with it at all. Pancake seemed to single-handedly be deleted by pieces of code, but never mind. Better luck next time, I guess.
No. They're still around, they're still C4ing, so I mean it's... They just maybe won't be able to get it from the roof.
Looking at just under 10 minutes left. Still sat in first. Big surprise.
Yeah. Oop, overshot rocket. I think maybe so. I think they might have been trying to shoot our cameraman. That could be fun.
So his staff disrespect just goes up above and beyond. It really does.
Big losers are 659, 660 now. I mean, so they're still getting some PvP action, but... And We Pull Up is trying really hard, but they're not getting what they need. They needed some TCs to even have a chance.
Most certainly. This moment in time, it's very, very slow. Slow indeed. Big facts from the producer there. You greater than an 8. This is a thing that we establish every week. If you want to prove us wrong, you're going to have to bring some talent to the NA side, and do be sure to sign up. Information normally posted around Wednesdays in the announcements channel for the Discord.
And I think sign-ups up until about 30 minutes before.
Yeah. So forms are locked at 30 minutes. So if you need to make any substitutions, you need to make sure you do it before then. Cameraman getting a little bit cheeky, trying to grab a sneak peek at the TC. Find where it is. Wait. Still no luck.
They've blown in quite a bit, but I think someone's still trying to gain access to the roof, but it's not working. There's the there's the electricity for it. If only they could just get that.
That's literally all they need, just to get rid of that stupid generator, and all of their problems would disappear. Does look like at the minute though, Pancake have a very, very strong hold on this base.
Does look that way. Only see 3 dot inside the base at the moment. One's out in the exterior.
You can see doors starting to disappear.
They are. There's still quite a lot of them to go. But hopefully they have enough rockets and C4 to get this done.
Definitely. At least for now, it looks like they have a decent amount.
Now with this, if they can... Yeah. If they can take TC, they can move up into 9th place. Yeah. But they... Well, actually, it would move them up even farther just because they would be taking out Dot, so... Move them up into 8th.
Yeah. And look at that. Just as we were saying, Dot have found their cojones out of nowhere and seem to have repelled Pancake in one fell swoop. It's looking looking a lot more in their favour now than it was 2 minutes ago.
Yep. Looks like Pancake is coming in naked, maybe. And everybody's raiding over here.
I blame all the deployables. So many large furnaces, so many walls, so many traces, all adds together.
It's like Nurik has moved in and they're raiding Cloud. They finally got in, which Cloud has been really good at keeping people away from their base. Oh no.
Again,
and he's dead.
Curse.
Never fails.
I'm starting to think commentary is, you know, a way of getting back at your enemies. You just commentate so that they're playing well, and then you instantly kill them. I've just been informed as well that Big Losers do, in fact, not only look like winning the event, but they have in fact broken the kill record, or the point record, sorry, with a score of 687. What was the old record again? So the old record was 656, and obviously with them currently sat at 687, that is a new record, and we'll have to see how far they can go. Obviously, breaking the record like that is a great feat in itself. But who knows, maybe another TC, maybe another couple of kills.
That would be nice.
Anything is possible.
And we pull up as pushed over 500, so I mean, they're having an amazing day. I mean, RNC's in the 400s. It was Cloud. I mean, really good numbers on a normal week, but Big Losers are definitely at the top at the moment.
Just under 30 seconds left of this event. That is looking like Big Losers are going to be winners for this event. 5 points away from 700. It's not looking like they're going to hit it, unfortunately. Oh, 1 point. I
1
may have spoken
point.
too
Come
soon.
on.
Oh. And that is it. And they got
And they
700
got
exactly.
700.
They got 700 exactly. What an event that was from Big Losers. I mean, well played to everyone involved. Some very impressive scores on there. We pull up, you know, on 522, RNC 449 in third, Cloud in fourth, 442, and in fifth with 355. Big Losers though with 700. We're going to go in and have a look at some of the stats and find out how they've not only managed to win today's event but also break that record.
They did amazing.
He really did. And you can see there, as we knew from the start, Aaron and Mikasa, 105 kills himself, obviously bagging 105 points. Managed to get 4 raid defenses, which obviously will have granted the points they need. Only 2 raids though. You know, we do see week in, week out, people, you know, you can normally see a trend of either killers or raiders, and well, it's nice to see that they have a mix of everything. Also, obviously, getting the helicrates looted as well of 5. Very, very impressive performance from those today. So well played to those as always. You know, we see the same names we do week in, week out. Jelin, Mango, Ukraine Warrior, Whitex. So it's really nice to see, as always, that they are today's winner.
It's very nicely done. That early TC really helped boost them ahead of everybody else.
Definitely, you know, they dominated the attack phase and then managed to keep that momentum going forward into the raid phase. Obviously, on the screen at the minute, currently looking at We Pull Up stats. Again, very impressive kills. Purplu bagging 86 kills. I do believe he was on a 15 kill streak at one point as well, which is really impressive. No raids completed. However, they did manage to get 6 raid defenses, which does make sense due to the location of their base. But also very, very well played by them. Now, as always, we will go ahead and jump down and interview them and go and have a chat, all right? So, I'll go ahead and move us down.
Ну, ребят, я не верю.
Кто там про спот пиздел?
Мне пишет этот там 105 kill for Dwayne. Ахахахаха. Вот такие пишут.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Здорово.
Very well played today, as we've
Ебать, я
just stated on stream. You guys
Вот, смотрите.
are new record holders. You've managed to break the record for the all-time score count. We've
Сейчас.
taken a look at your
Смотри. Вот
Двойн,
взял.
заткнись.
Давай потом.
Дуэйн, ты не слышишь, что разговаривают?
Нет, не слышал.
Sorry, go ahead.
taken a look at the stats, and you know, Erin and Mixer was today's top scorer. I believe he had 107 kills, so very well played. And as always, guys, you've all played exceptionally well. Is there anything that you'd like to say?
I don't know. I mean, we got very lucky with the bases we found in attack, I think. But after that, we defended very well, I think, against like 3 or 4 teams. So.
Yeah, there was 4 teams at one point. 4 teams all coming at you at once, and we noticed that you'd been dominating Paddy from the very beginning, and Ursa obviously as well. We've seen you having a little skirmish with those. But as always, guys, very, very well played, and congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
So that was communication with today's winners. Being big losers, as always. Clearly something a little going off. Probably a little bit of gloating maybe in general. And you know, a little statement there from team captain Deathwingua. But as always, guys, that is us. That's been this week's NA event. I've had an absolutely wonderful time back in the cockpit with the co-pilot BlastRites today. I do believe this is our first stream together, and it's been wonderful working alongside you. Is there anything to note?
No, it's been great working alongside you.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. Well, if that is everything, which I do believe it is, as always, be sure to use !Discord. Come along and participate. Maybe apply for staff, casting, whatever you like. We are there for. But that's been this week's NA event, and we'll see you next week. For now, I'll see you around.